It is one of the fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. It's the Utah Utes and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Hey guys, I did catch up with Coach Creighton pregame. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. It's dropped after taking the hit. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this week.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Was to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. He's got the tight end. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. From the gun. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum. And
touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this.
And he's got room. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Silva. They're all over it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to move them on the counter. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Push is ahead. And a defender missed. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way, Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Trying to establish the run. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Silva. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Handoff from the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. You really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Drives inside. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They're working that left side. Smashes ahead. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Snap in the shotgun. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls it, fired complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback keep. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back's got it on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give to the right. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Turns it upfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat on hat to go get that first.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Taken down. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Now from inside the red zone. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Utes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got his man on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Silva. Left side, it's Tatum. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he crushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ncaa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Cougars sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
All right, Holly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Silva. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense. From the gun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws quickly. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is gonna drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the...
Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Silva. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Tatum. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been... out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Powers inside. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
RPO complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's changing the play. On play action. Rushes on. Lets it go for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just makes the catch, and he's free. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Sets his feet. It's Silva. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Turning it on. The 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Utes. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. First play of this drive. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. This is a designed run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Brought down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. They're
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tight end now in motion. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Dropping back, it's Silva. Setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Throwing right. It's caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play action on first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. So a drive there of 85 yards. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
2nd down, going to throw it. Finds the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Utes come to the line trying to find a way to convert. They got him, and down he goes, and what a... They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. The Utes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado's offense will get first crack at it today. These two teams don't exactly love each other, and man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last.
Swats it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So Utah's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the big fella. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotion.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Quick give. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened, Bob.
Making the adjustment. 2nd down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They'll run it. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The fake wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the... determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Nielsen. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
There he goes. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit. Fourth down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Working the ground game.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Under pressure. Right side, it's Hope. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the gun, running back gets the give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win Fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. Looking for running room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Looking to pass. It's Nielsen. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Buffaloes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. It's a reverse. Finding some room. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Yes, snags it, and there's running room. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Got his man. Got room at the shakes a man, and he might take off. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Taken down.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Buffaloes calling their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Nice move there. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the... Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conley. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with honor.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Nielsen. Hauls it in. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense,
snags it and he's open. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They take the lead with the 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The run to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Burrowing for yardage. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Utes are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. They're all over it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he added the extra point.
Utah 14, Colorado 10.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthen their position. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Nielsen. Rushes on. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on second down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, here on the Colorado sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Left side, it's Hope. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's the give off the left side. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass, it's Nielsen. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
2nd and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. They've got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Rid of it on the RPO. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie? Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. Takes it in. Touchdown, Utah. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying. Drive down the field here in the 2nd half to keep things close and cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Nielsen. Turns it upfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. The snap sets up the throw. Out wide right, it's Lemon. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Might as well run him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Buffs now use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Quick handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On fourth. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. To throw, it's Nielsen. Look out. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a throw downfield late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance.
City. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline. A little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Got the back over the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that fourth down. Great job by this defense. Give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Long way to go on second down. And the RPO got him. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to establish the run. Breaks into the open. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Trying to get rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell off.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for room. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Second down, gonna throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like, showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Utah! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped right there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down to the air. Reels it in. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Booster. Ready, go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Utes are marching down the field. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Hits inside. It's Jones. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football, this could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Long way to go on second down. They give it to him again. They knock him down right there.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Got him right there. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Selling the fake. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Utes sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Second down, gonna throw it. Moving out to the right. Out of the backfield, he's open. Pulled to the ground.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On third down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Utes line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Lane. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Making his first move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He's changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The handoff. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with Texas taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Longhorns looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll open the second half with a run. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He's open on the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Going with the ground game left. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Running behind that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room, couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. And the offense says, thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is going to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Stepping to the right. The throw. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his running.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Utes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give to the lone running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to squeak through the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Got it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Utah! They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how a just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Glad to have you along from Lysacle Stadium in Salt Lake City. We've reached Week 14 of EA Sports coverage of this college football season. And the Utes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Rush right in his face. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Wide open spaces. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Oh, what a caught! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dragged down.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires immediately. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Changing the routes with his receiver. Wants to throw one first. Working the big fella to the corner. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sells to fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Still looking to his right. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Street. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. He's got it. Fights off a defender. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got the tight end outside. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wood.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They run the reverse. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Drops back. It's Wilcox. Finds a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Wood. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gets a hand in there.
That's an awesome job by the defense. They're sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled, and they knocked it away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Drops back on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quarterback changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hand it to the back. Knocked down immediately. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Moving the pocket, it's Wilcox. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Turns it upfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Wilcox. On the move. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his man on the RPO. He's dropped. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guy's still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nice play to knock that one down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On the move, he fires. Almost picked off.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And as he throws. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Wood. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Handoff to the lone back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Drama there, fellas, and incredible drama across the college football landscape. Week 14, not for the faint of heart. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy. energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
It gives the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Can't get him to the ground. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. They're all over it. Breaks loose. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Second down to the air. And he gets it away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. The Utes will line up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. Trying to get started. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Pat.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the counter. He'll be dropped.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. From the gun, it's Wood. stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Rush is on. Out wide left, it's Wood. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stopped him for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run it. He's got enough. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. If you keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Working the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Move to his right. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Needs it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Looking for running room. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight end.
1st down here, and what a ride this season has been. Just thrilling action everywhere. Close game to finish off the regular season in this one here in the 4th quarter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him now.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. This for a lead here in the 4th quarter. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field. Not great at equalize. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. To the air, it's Wilcox. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Utes. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Coming out with it, it's Street. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Now remember, despite giving up that field goal, this is still a one-possession game, but they need the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is...
Makes the grab in their space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This team desperately trying to hold on, trying to avoid the late season upset that could be so costly. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. We've got a potential big upset percolating, and one that could spoil everything this team's worked for up to this point. Finds his target. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Rolls right. Lets it fly. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're...
Leaping grab for a big gain. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. The play fake. Here comes the heat. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Under pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Got his man on the right. And they get it down short of first down marker.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
That's a disappointing play if you're on offense, I think, because you've got the lead. The defense knows you're going to run it. So it's understandable that you're not going to break off a 50-yard home run, but you've got to stay in the field of play. You cannot run out of bounds and stop the game clock.
Makes the grab and room to run. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out. Let your receiver make the play. But just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They give it back to him. Inside the 40. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. The quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close